The Fed isn't the only institution in D.C. Lawmakers there are meeting tomorrow and Thursday to mark up bills regarding digital assets. Joining us now to discuss is CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day, who is also the editor of God's favorite newsletter, The State of Crypto. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm thrilled. So before we get into it, people might not know American parliamentary procedures. What is a markup and who cares?
So a markup is the first time, not the first time, but it's when the committees, so in this case, the House Financial Services Committee and the House Agriculture Committee, look at a bill and start offering amendments, giving the members a chance to, make their views known and really weigh in on the, potential drafting or passage of a bill. It's something that comes before we get to any kind of vote. The bill itself is, or the bills themselves rather, are under discussion. But really, what it does is gives us a chance to see. Okay, well, here's XYZ lawmakers who think that maybe there needs to be another provision on consumer protection or on stablecoin reserves or whatever. It gives us a more insight into the bill itself as it heads towards a potential vote at a committee.
So we have Patrick McHenry's "Give Me Stablecoins or Give Me Death" bill. Explain that.
So that's the big one, right? This is the one that for over a year now, the crypto industry in particular believed might have the greatest chance at becoming a law. This is a bill, an effort that's been bipartisan. Both Congressman McHenry and Congresswoman Waters, who is the ranking member, meaning the lead Democrat, have been working together on this. The stablecoin bill, we've seen a number of versions, but basically it creates provisions for how the Federal Reserve might supervise stablecoin issuers, how companies themselves could become issuers, or how issuers might have to conduct themselves. It has provisions for things like reserves, for things like algorithmic stablecoins, things like state-level charters versus federal charters. So this is a bill we've seen, I think, 3 or 4 different versions now. This is one of the bills that will be discussed tomorrow during the House Financial Services Committee markup. That's set to kick off at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Another one is called the Financial Innovation Technology for the 21st Century Act. Tell us about that one and what you expect to see there.
So this is a slightly newer bill. This seems to be the not bipartisan, but the by-committee approach with the House Financial Services and House Agriculture Committees. So not just Congressman McHenry, but Congressman Glenn Thompson, who is the chair of the Ag Committee, have worked on this. This addresses things kind of broader to the crypto ecosystem, issues like market structure and such like that. It's not specific to stablecoins or like a subsector, right? This is the one that I have a kind of bigger question on. This bill was recently unveiled, so I don't think Congress has had as much of a chance to really look through it. Certainly the industry has not had as much of a chance as they've had to look at stablecoin bills. So, I'm not really sure what to expect, but regardless, just the fact that it is going to a markup will kind of, again, give us a sense of what the issues might be that lawmakers have, or, if they don't have issues, how they might look at the vote on this.
Just to reiterate, after they get the Sharpies out and the red pens out, and they mark it up and do whatever. So the very next step, what happens?
So the very next step is probably we'll continue hearing discussion about this for a little bit longer. At some point, a vote will be scheduled to pass it out of committee. If the bills get passed out of committee, meaning a majority of the lawmakers in the House Financial Services Committee and/or the House Agriculture Committee vote it out, it'll head towards the full House, where every lawmaker will have a chance to vote on this. The ultimate question, though, even if the House passes it, is whether or not the Senate will take it up. So far, we haven't seen much movement in the Senate on really any crypto legislation. Whether that changes in the next couple of months is, to be seen. But that is, at least right now, the part where, this train might come to a screeching halt.
Oh, great.
All right, Nick, we're going to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us. That was CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day. Don't forget to sign up for the State of Crypto newsletter on CoinDesk.com.